Hello guys, this is YouTube channel Path and Lighter, and this video is regarding schedules of the Constitution of India. There are 12 schedules as we have seen. This is third in the political series. This is important for UPSC exam and other exams UPSC conducted by UPSC or SSC. This is presented by me Deepak Jaiswal, an inspector in 2006, ranked 161 in APFC. Thereafter joined and resigned in 2014. Now coming to the first schedule of the Constitution. On the first schedule, the name of the states are mentioned, their territorial jurisdiction, names of the union territories and their extent. The first schedule covers Article 1 to 4. So remember this, first schedule, it is about India and their states. India and their states, and the articles are Article 1 to 4. Now second schedule, it is regarding emoluments, allowances, privileges and so on for President of India, Governor of States, Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of Raj Sabha, Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Legislative Assemblies, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of Legislative Council, Judges of Supreme Court, High Court and CAG of India. Now third is forms of oath or affirmations for. The first is Union State India, about India and their states. Second is about emoluments and other perks to constitutional dignitaries. Third schedule is regarding oaths or affirmations taken by the person sitting at constitutional position. They are union ministers, candidates for election to the parliament, members of parliament, judges of Supreme Court, CAG, state ministers, candidates for election to state legislature, members of state legislature, judges of High Court. Now fourth schedule. This is for allocation of seats in the Rajya Sabha to the states and the union territories. Fifth schedule is relating to the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes. These three schedules are very important. They are more often asked in examination. So fifth schedule is regarding to administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes. Now sixth schedule is provisions relating to administration of tribal areas in these four states. The rest of the state there is fifth schedule, and for these states it's a special schedule is mentioned sixth schedule because majority of the population found in these area are tribal. So for remembering these states we can decode it like concode it MAMT. It's mnemonics, or you can make it another way also. Now seventh schedule is division of powers between the union and the states in term of list 1, that is union states, list 2, that is state list, and third is concurrent list. We have already described that in union list the laws can be made only by central government. In state list, laws can be made by state government only, and the things kept in concurrent list, the laws can be made by central government as well as state government. However, in case of conflict, central government legislation will prevail. Presently, the union list contains 100 subjects, state list contains 61 subjects, and the concurrent list contains 52 subjects. Now coming to 8th schedule. It is basically languages recognized by the constitution. Originally it had 14 languages, but presently there are 22 languages. They are Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dongri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu and Urdu. You don't have to remember all these names, but just have an overview of this. Sindhi was added by 21st Amendment Act. Konkani, Manipuri and Nepali were added by 71st Amendment Act, and Bodo, Dongri, Maithili and Santali were added by 92nd Amendment Act of 2003. This is important because this is the latest. So remember this: Bodo, Dongri, Maithili and Santali. Now 9th schedule. The laws, previously what happens when Parliament make any law, they go to Supreme Court and Supreme Court quashes or under fundamental rights or anything. So what policymakers thought, that they made a 9th schedule in which they make a legislation and put them into it. Once a legislation put under 9th schedule, this means the court cannot review it. So to avoid legislation being dragged into court, 9th schedule was being incorporated. However, now in the recent judgments or after 1973, the Supreme Court has ruled and after 2007 the Supreme Court has ruled that the laws kept under 9th schedule after 24 April 1973 are open to judicial review. Now let's see acts and regulations. Originally 13 but present 282. 19 of the state legislatures dealing with land reforms and abolition of the Jamindari system, and of the Parliament dealing with other matters. This schedule was added by the First Amendment 1951 to protect the laws included in it from judicial scrutiny on the ground of violation of fundamental rights. However, in 2007, the Supreme Court ruled that the laws included in this schedule after April 24, 1973 are now open to judicial review. So the basic purpose of adding 9th schedule is finished now. Now coming to 10th schedule. 10th schedule is for provisions. This is also anti-defection law. Anti-defection law. This is also called anti-defection law. Provisions relating to disqualification of the members of parliament and the state legislatures on the ground of defection. This schedule was added by 52nd Amendment, also known as anti-defection law. Now 11th schedule. 11th schedule is basically panchayat for evolving third tier of the government, that is Panchayati Raj at the village level. It specifies the powers, authority and responsibilities of panchayats. It has 29 matters. This schedule was added by 23rd Amendment and Article 243G. Now 12th schedule, it is for municipalities and urban bodies. It specifies the powers, authorities and responsibilities of municipalities. It has 18 matters. The schedule was added by the 74th Amendment Act of 1992. Now there is another topic, that is sources of the Constitution. So what is sources of the Constitution? That is from where what is taken. As I have already said, that Government of India Act of 1935 constitutes 60% of our Constitution. So Federal Scheme, Office of Governor, Judiciary, Public Service Commissions, emergency provisions and administrative details are taken from this. Now from British Constitution, parliamentary government, rule of law, legislative procedure, single citizenship, cabinet system, prerogative rights, parliamentary privileges and bicameralism are taken from British Constitution. From US Constitutions, mainly fundamental rights and judicial review, independence of judiciary, impeachment of the president, removal of Supreme Court and High Court judges, and post of vice president is being taken. From Irish Constitution, DPSP is taken, nomination of members to Raj Sabha and method of election of president is taken. From Canada, we have taken with a strong censure vesting of residuary powers in the center, appointment of state governors by the center and advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. From Australian Constitution, we have taken concurrent list, freedom of trade, commerce and intercourse and joint setting of the two houses of parliament. From Germany, we have taken suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. From Soviet Constitution, we have taken fundamental duties and the ideals of justice, social, economic and political in the preamble. From French Constitution, we have taken equality and fraternity, liberty, equality and fraternity, that is Aliyah. From South African Constitution, we have taken amendment, procedure for amendment of the Constitution and election of members of Raj Sabha. From Japanese Constitution, we have taken procedure established by law. So this is all it. Subscribe to this channel. For any queries or suggestions, mail us at pathandlighter@gmail.com. Thank you.